Send me. Oh, yo.
So definitely we're gonna have to just start sending. Now we start sending the YouTube link, which will be. Let me go to YouTube really quick.
Ooh, yeah, because I posted the wrong one.
Right, yeah, everybody gonna join StreamYard and shit. We gonna
Be like, I ain't got this shit.
we cannot have everybody on this bed. Yeah, this shit.
Be like, I ain't got this shit. What's up, mate?
Yes, let's do it. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send it to you in your.
I got it because I already got the notification that you live.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Shorty. So I need to. I still need to send it to you so that I could copy it from my phone and be sending it. So don't mind it.
Yeah, yeah.
Get it shared out there. Peace, family. Though, peace, family. We gonna try to get a few people in the building. We gonna get a few people in the building, rocking with the brothers, man. You all, of course, know me as your brother Jalahi, Creative Knowledge TV, Creative Knowledge Life Guidance. I am a self-development life coach, striving to, of course, become one. A youth motivator, inspiration to the youth. You know, trying to build a better future for not only me but the posterity of those who are to come. This is something new that me and my brother is doing. Of course, you know we always build with each other. This is my longtime brother, but we are back official, and we starting YouTube lives now, Creative Knowledge lives, Black Association live. You know what I mean? Thursday
That's right.
Theory, where we will be opening up people's minds, giving out ideas, throwing out theories that we can just think upon, family. So that's all we will be doing over here. I'm gonna let the brother from the Black Association, my brother, man, aka Abdul Jabbar, introduce
Yes,
himself.
sir. Yo, yo. Loving life in the realm, man. AK Abdul Jabbar here with the Black Association, as my brother stated. Also got Jazam podcast for you guys out on YouTube as well. Probably about maybe a year and a half into it. But I take what the content I have on there is me just having some fun with the anime realm and showing us the spirituality and life lessons behind it, because there are messages in these TV shows and these anime shows and cartoons, whatever have you. So I'm actually going to start broadening the horizon on not just anime, maybe some of the other cartoon lessons or any television show it really. But just to tell y'all that it's out there and the message is in front of you, and that these are real things. It's not me telling you what to do or how to live. It's just stuff that we go through as human beings, and then as men too. So I also want to say shout out my brother Eli Soul with Cobra Vision Academy. He's actually out doing this thing in the Navy, man. So we came together to do this, hold it down for the brother. I can't wait to get him back, and he gonna be in here with us too. Depending on how his schedule is moving. So yeah, like the brother said, we're here to basically work together, like more. Like I know y'all see us sharing each other stuff a lot. Part of the brotherhood. That's just law. But so we figured to just come out with a platform that gives us on at the same time and gets everybody involved. So we definitely gonna be dropping the links on all the media that we have. So even if it's a personal text, you scroll on Facebook, go ahead and click it, join in, and it's all ball from there, man. It's up. I'm definitely glad we got this up right now, man.
Me too, man. It's definitely a beautiful sight. I appreciate you for joining me down here at the Spiritual Corner Store, even though we virtually, you know what I'm saying, COVID got us
Man. Hey, fuck it, making it do what it do. Shit.
facts. So, okay, family. So everybody, even if you catch this on the playback, we did the introductions. Again, we did mention this is Thursday Theory. And what we mean by Thursday Theory is basically again, theories or, you know, ideas or thinking points that will just, you know, broaden the mind, broaden the horizon of what we should be thinking about and how we should certainly think about things. Now, again, these are just ways that we think. We're just saying it to the universe. We're not, you know what I'm saying? We don't bark orders. You know what I'm saying? We take
Yeah.
it, not orders. You feel me? And that's for everybody. I mentioned that in the video recently. Take advice, not orders. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that's deep.
we want to start by, you know, asking a good question, and you know, I'll let my brother Bill first. On where are we at in the black community? What since the George Floyd protests?
What's the update?
You know what I'm saying? What's our spot in the nation? I'm still seeing, you know, racial tactics, fear monger, uh,
Division.
division. I'm seeing more, you know what I'm saying, just random black people beating up white folks randomly catching you. I know you see all these brothers. It's this one brother on Facebook now. I guess his whole channel is based on him watching another video of a man like being stalked by a cop or some shit. And he just sits there and like shakes his head and shit. I don't know if y'all have seen that, but it's kind of funny because
uh
really be on there while a brother crying that a cop is like harassing him, finna kill him damn near. And he's on there like, oh wow, this shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to ask the question, where are we going with this? What did the protests do? How are they changing things, especially for the youth? And what movements are coming out of these protests or the George Floyd or the Breonna Taylor situation?
all
What
of that.
what movements are coming out of this? What momentum are we taking into action for these movements, family? Because movements are supposed to build momentum, but that's why a whole bunch of our movements die because we're after that day it happens and after a week or so. Y'all heard what Drake said. What did Drake said? He said, go ahead, AK. I'm finna quote that shit because he said Drake said some powerful shit. He said, damn, what song was that?
I feel like it's a few that he kind of like referenced this. It's something about like sticking around or things like you know, some of that like essence. But yeah, I actually hit this brother up earlier, and you know we were discussing, and before I even get into that, if any I'm genuinely asking this question. I'm not trying to be no kind of way, no asshole or nothing. I want to know if petitions have actually been proven to work. Do they work? Because I see petitions all fucking day, and you know I've signed a handful of them because you know I am thinking that this is actually does something. You know, the higher up see this, or the people that run the media, Mark Zuckerberg, them, the people that own Twitter will see this and say, and you know, disperse that message. No, that's not for them to do. But like, if anybody can genuinely answer, like, do petitions work? And if they do, what was the last petition that worked? What was something that people were able to sign and they had the world to do this? Other than like um it was some shit with the LGBT community able to get Skittles to remove like colors off the Skittles, so they came out with like a plain bag, whatever the hell that was. Like,
Right.
I don't know if that was part of a petition or what that was, but anyway, back to the point. Um, yeah, I want to know where we're at. Where do we stand? And definitely put your inputs on, you guys, if you guys think there's been progress or stagnation, or if we've just put everything in reverse. Because as the brother mentioned, we've seen all kind of things. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, one of the things that out of every out of all the programming that they're giving us, one of the ones that I hate to see the most, and it pisses me off, is the the black men don't protect black women and vice versa. Like I really hate seeing that message. I really hate people seeing that. Like I, you know, definitely get on here and speak your piece. I don't want to get into anybody's business, but for the black women, you can like can you comfortably say and look in the mirror and tell yourself like there's no black man in your family protecting you? Is there not a elder, a grandfather, uncle, like anybody, a friend, goddamn it, especially if I know you. That's why I get offended, is because I know these people that are saying shit like this. And if I consider you a friend or family, like I'm gonna protect you, you know, if you're in, you know, I'm not saying get out here and go crazy and I'm supporting you and shit. But I really hate seeing that, because now it's back to the old ways where they take the man out the household,
Yeah.
and now the woman's vulnerable. So when the man's not around to protect, yes, you're going to be unprotected when they continue to give us the divisive agendas and shit like that. And we have to pay attention to what this is doing to youth. Like now we're in the age of the internet. Like I have a younger sister, and you know she is, you know, on the Snapchat, on the TikToks and stuff, but I don't know what she sees, you know, with us being in two different states. Also, you know, that's her zone, you know. I do have 100 grand% faith that she's not indulging in anything negative. But
Let
it's
me ask,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, let me ask this. Do black women want to be protected by men that are necessarily not their family, or a man that's not in relations with them? Um
Like do they want to just a brother off the street to come
that's
to the
what I'm
rescue?
saying. Like, because I feel, and I think I be seeing, I see it a lot kind of sometimes, is that a lot of black women don't want to be protected, and not even necessarily even spoke to or whatever, unless a man is digging them, or trying to get with them, or damn near piping them down or something. Like, unless a man is trying to be your husband or something, it's like he's not trying to, y'all don't really want him to protect you, because do women really know how to give proper reverence to just a man off the street that's protecting the black family? That's what I was saying in my Black Men You're So Important video, about how women stay saying black men ain't shit and black men ain't taking care of their kids. But are y'all actually bringing these black kids down to barbershop? Are y'all actually trying to put them in programs where they have a black male coach? Things like that. Do you guys want to be protected by black
I
men?
was
Or
in the barber shop today and seeing a sister in there carrying a brand, you know, somewhat brand new baby in the carrier, had two other boys with her, you know, three kids, and she walks into this barber shop by herself, and she said like out loud, you know, not, you know, she just spoke like, "Hey, is there anybody that can cut their heads? This is the third barber shop I done went to. I need somebody to cut their hair." In that moment, I'm like, okay, let's just say, you know, we got to play with the power of what if. Go check out my brother's video. What if it was just an environment where you know, I don't want to say supremacists, where we had, you know, an alternate group come in on some bullshit and like, oh yeah, we here to, you know, shoot, kick anybody ass, whatever. She wouldn't worry about that because she's in a building full of black men. So she clearly doesn't know anybody in there. So she instantly has a sanction of security and um protection, I would say. Of course, everybody is gonna protect themselves, but there at least out of 10 people in there, I would say at least half of them would say, okay, there's children in here. There's a woman with her children in here. Like, you know what I mean? You get those instances where people put their lives on the line for a woman or child. So we got to stop that narrative. If black women, if y'all want to be protected, why do y'all look for each other for protection? Do y'all ask each other like, hey sister, you know, I need some help doing this? Or I don't know, you know, female realm of that kind of engagement, but you know, I'm starting to see like it's this generation of women that's, and I don't mean this in a degrading way, but I'm seeing a pattern of weak backbones. Like my mother would never say anything like she has no black man to protect her or black men don't protect her. Like I have no aunt, no granny, no mother, like nobody that would say anything like that. And so then I'm gonna say this. So then what's promoted, not saying everybody's indulging in it, what's promoted is finesse the man. If he ain't swiping them visas, he ain't on shit. He ain't buying me a Lambo truck, this, and that. I thought a broke nigga says, like, stop. Stop that. That shit has to go out the window. That's the code I'm setting for me. So if that's your message, like cool, you know, maybe it will work for you, but don't display that, have that energy and then expect like real life protection, because you know something I'm learning as well is to not let what people say on the internet like determine them or define them, because I had this thrown in me like how I'm into occultism and dark arts and things like that. If I'm into that, if that's the type of stuff that I'm sharing on the internet, does that mean that to somebody who is not into that, is my life less valuable to them because of what, you know, the occult stuff that I share on the internet? So I had to think about that. So it's not me going off of what people post, but you know, it's just the arguments that people have behind it. And you know, like I said, we all gonna say whatever we think is right because it's all for experience. Like you could say, man, going to the gym is hard. And I'm like, no, it's not. All you got to do is just get in the car, drive, and work out. Like, and I'm not in the gym at all. Like, of course, I'm gonna say that because I haven't experienced that. Of course, he's gonna say that because he's actually in the gym doing the work, lifting the weights, doing the dieting and things like that. So maybe I'm playing devil's advocate with myself. I don't want to straddle the fence though. So maybe that's another part of the discussion for another time. But I do want to stick to the point as in like we have to watch the messages that we spread out to the youth. Like I don't think occultism is a bad message. That again, another bill. But you know, there's obviously like a negative stigma behind it. But yeah, I think that we need to get the youth out here. They don't have to be in these protests fighting against the police. We don't have to instill fear in them to make them knowledgeable, but we have to show them situations that they're going to have to defend themselves, situations where they're going to have to be the bigger person or anything like that. Like I said something to the brother as well earlier, is there's too many of us saying, "Oh, why wasn't I taught this when I was young? Why wasn't I brought up this way? Why did my parents never bring up, you know, ABC about black culture?" Like now think of how much harder I don't know if it's just because of the adult realm or just the come on, what do you call that, man?
What?
The age, like the
Okay.
yeah,
It,
I don't know if it's like the just being an adult or kind of just the generation, I mean to say. But look how much like Pan-Africanism, you see all this woke shit, this and that. You didn't know anybody like that like growing up.
yeah, but that's because it has became like knowledge is so accessible now too, and that's what I do kind of. That's why I am done blaming my parents and or anything like my grandparents or anything for anything that we go through now because when if they wanted to go discover this knowledge or learn how to eat vegan or learn how to eat better meals and shit, they had to look at recipe books. They had to actually walk to the library and go pick out the book and stuff. Some books weren't even in print to learn occult knowledge. We can find ancient texts, ancient scripts, or even pictures or symbols of ancient texts and scripts all over the internet now. So we have more access to information, and we're still doing less than the older generations. But I feel we're doing less than the older generations because we're listening to the older generations. We as the youth are not trying to push forward or change what we feel should be changed. We're just trying to change what we hear our parents and older folks talk about.
Yeah, man.
So like Earth Goddess said, I don't think petitions work. Like you said, petitions don't work because she said it's all for a play to make people believe that their voice over things, that they have a voice over things that are predetermined already.
That they know they can get out here and fix. Like you don't need nobody out here signing shit. Like, you know what the deal is. You know what the fuck is happening. Like, yeah, I feel that.
I said this before. Change happens by force, family. Don't we have to force ourselves to get up if we want to create a new habit or a new routine? You got to force yourself. So it's like, I think our generation is coming up with more excuses to not bring that force because now it's really time to bring that force. But us as youth, we're looking for every reason to continue to force in our neighborhood. Niggas force niggas to give up money and shit every day. But we don't want to force, you know what I'm saying, the government to really abide by its own laws. We don't want to force policemen to actually abide by their deputized laws or their sworn oral traditions.
Yeah.
So let me go back to what Drake said. He said, I heard somebody say some shit that stuck with he said, I heard somebody say something that stuck with me a lot, like how we need protection from those protecting the block, which is cops, correct?
Ooh.
He said, nobody's looking out for nobody. Maybe we should, the youth, he's speaking of the youth, he said, maybe we should try to be somebody instead of being somebody that makes the news so everybody could tweet about it. Then he said, then we start the RIP about you. Nigga, when a nigga die because he was somebody or just because he was nobody, but he's somebody now because he's dead, correct?
Yeah.
So the whole world RIPing about this man that was just a nobody, but now he's somebody because he was killed by a nobody. And so he said, nobody looking out for nobody. Maybe we should try to be somebody instead of being somebody that makes the news so everybody could tweet about it. And then we start the RIP about you. He said, and then 2 weeks later, nobody even speaks about it. Isn't that how we are, family? I don't say George Floyd name no more.
No, you don't, man. So what the fuck? Like, what do we do? They got out here and painted that shit on the fucking streets, man. Like, that's not what the fuck we want. They had like actors, they had white voice actors stepping down from black characters. Like, nobody gives a fuck about that shit, bro. We didn't ask for that. Right. But again, that's why I had to question the petitions. I think that's the shit that they be on with the petitions. Like, oh, they're mad at this group of people, and this, like, that's not the case. Anybody that's in here new other than the natives that's watching this shit, stop signing them fucking petitions. I'm gonna go ahead and say that right now. You're wasting your time. They know what the fuck to do. They know what the agenda is, and they need to get on board. And better yet, we need to stop waiting for them to get on board. Yeah. So I'm gonna play devil's advocate with you a little bit. I know we did like a live kind of when this was like fresh and we were talking about getting the warrior class together and everything like that. But you told us that some of us gonna have to die in order for the revolution to begin. So is that part of, like, do we need the nobodies to be somebody?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because everybody is somebody though. But you got to still realize that you are nobody. The thing about being nobody is realizing that you're spiritual. So that's ultimately a build in itself, because we got to realize that we really are not here to change the world. We're not here to change this physical. We're just here to change the spiritual. So we really only supposed to be talking to uplift spirits and to get people out of their situation into thinking about more emotional and physical, I would say, goals, but in a way where you're like you're building in the physical, you're building your life in the physical off of peace, justice, love, spirituality, and knowledge, or you know, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I think when we realize that, okay, we are somebody to somebody, but we still should be nobody to people as well. You know what I mean? Like, and I know it sounds kind of difficult, or it sounds kind of
I
complex.
feel it.
You know what I mean?
I feel it. Yeah. Okay. Like, you know, just using it as an example, God forbid any of this happens. You
Yeah.
know, we know like your message and what you do for the creation of yourself and for the people around you. Now let's just say you get out here and you know
Mm-hmm.
a violent situation happens. Now it's like, oh look, this is this is July. He was murdered by so and so police. Now it's like, oh look, y'all, wow, he had a whole YouTube channel on
Right.
how to change yourself
Right.
and change the world. Like they really took a good one. Like
Right.
what
Right.
the fuck? Like you know what I mean, man? So
No. Oh man. And see,
then
that's the
that
sorry to cut you off. I'm gonna say this real
yeah, go
quick.
ahead.
That was the thing with Nip. That's the thing I hated about Nip there. Is
Yes,
that
especially because since like I was listening to him not like musically, but I got
right,
his message for probably since like what 2014,
yeah.
2000,
Since
2015.
2013, you know, around
Yeah,
the time when he was still, you know, with Currency and them and things like that, like when we was in high school and shit. And it's like his message was still the same. You know what I'm saying? Be long-winded. Be be yourself. You know what I'm saying? What he say in that I do this. He say nobody. Damn, see. I'm trying to quote too much. Fuck it.
no, you good because this is real. These are
Yeah,
real messages. Like even though these entertainers capitalize off the ignorance and shit that
yeah.
we don't know, like they do throw a little bit of the sauce in there, and I feel like I don't want to feel like that's what it has to take for us, but we don't give shit. We like celebrate it though, like
We celebrate death, bro. But that's
we
what
celebrate the fuck
this
out of that
for.
shit, man. Like
That's what this
we
brings.
love it. We don't love it, but we like, oh, this was hot, and I'm talking about it, and you
Yeah,
know,
right.
it don't make any sense to me. Even brothers like Tupac. Okay, I don't like Tupac musically at all, but
Right.
but I know that when it came down to it, he was still sharing the message, still having an agenda for black people to better themselves and say like, hey, like you might want to be me because I got all the fame, money, and extra shit, but
Right.
I don't want you to follow my same footsteps or anything like that. You shouldn't have to be somebody that's speaking out on pain and shit like that. So this is where the youth comes in is most important because
Right.
if we can spread the message just like individual within our realm of friends and family, we've already taken that step because I don't blame my parents, but I will hold them accountable for kind of what our past ancestors did. Where are those stories like, oh, your grandfather or grandmother was.
Yeah,
I'm speaking personally. I think it's
exactly.
more. Uh, I think it's more of those than not. But yeah, like oh, your grandmother so and so was into the spiritual realm. Yeah, she did this and or was in the voodoo or anything other than us having to
Yeah,
be the victim all the time. So when I got out here, when the George Floyd thing was brought to my attention, and I was like really against protesting at first because I've
yeah,
always personally felt like it would get to where it is right now to where is not shit. But I went out on faith like no, this is the one right here because
yeah.
like I mentioned before, we're in the age of the internet. We're in the age of people actually pulling up to get shit done. And just maybe I could be a piece of that change.
Exactly, exactly.
And I got out here and it was a great thing to be a part of. Just all kinds of people fighting against injustice and unlawfulness, murder, cruelty, dehumanization. You had some people out there that were very similar to me and understood the programming and how they
Yeah,
give us the race war and things of that nature.
exactly.
So I say where are we at because we are the ones that's out here screaming the Black Lives Matter and things of that nature. I'm gonna go ahead and say I personally believe that it's the same thing as all lives matter.
Exactly.
I think it's the same thing as all lives matter. But
It
then
is.
when you hear somebody when most people hear somebody say all lives matter, they're saying
They're instantly talking about white people matter.
yes, like why them?
Yeah,
Why not the Asians or the Indians? Why is it them?
yeah,
Like all
yeah,
lives matter to them.
yeah.
But
I
I,
agree,
I
bro.
don't blame people. I do blame them because they're old enough to do the fucking research and old enough to change their opinions and emotions. But when you sit and watch the news all day and they tell you this happened, or you sit on Facebook or the internet all day, white cop kills black men, two black men kill each other. Like, stop that
Yeah,
because it keeps us further from the source. If y'all watch the podcast, I'm very big on staying connected to it, the source of happiness, love, respect, creativity, all of those things that we basically talk about all the time. So back to the original point. I guess I'm kind of confused on where we are as a community. What's being done for us? Because these cops that killed him have yet to have a court date or a trial.
yeah, yeah.
They said it was supposed to be in July. It's July 24th,
Come
damn near,
on
bro.
now. And then like the stuff just dies down because
It's
they know
gone.
listen, the biggest form of currency, family, is to get you to pay attention to stuff. Okay, the biggest form of currency is to get you, the masses, to pay attention. Why do you think they have press conferences every day? Why do you think the news comes on every day?
It's on literally
All
all
day.
day. That's why
There
they
ain't
gave
not
y'all
much news.
24/7 COVID coverage, bro. What
Right.
the fuck,
What,
man?
no, what's up, bro? How much new shit is going on, bro? That, you know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, the news, I don't see a lot of positive stuff. You don't ever see like, oh, today on the news all day, it's graduations. This black man did this. Like if Black Lives really matter, wouldn't every day you would see on the news like another black man graduates,
Or
another black
something. Then we got
man.
just 10 new black doctors at this facility, or there's 20 black teachers now doing this. I'm gonna I'm gonna go to the comment real quick. Earth Goddess said something very fucking important. Mind the business that pays you.
Yeah,
Literally.
yeah,
And it don't even have to be currency. You can pay and reward yourself by minding your business. I think of that even when I'm at the gym. If
yeah,
I'm even if I know if I see in my peripheral vision that somebody is clearly not using the machine right, I could sit there and be like, huh, yeah, you're not using the machine right. But what
Fact,
working, what business am I getting done sitting there looking at them?
fact,
Now I'm producing less. I didn't waste it 7 to 8 minutes
fact.
looking at how they, pulling the phone out and looking like you got to mind the business that pays you because I'm not paying myself with
Hey, and
with, with my own
powerful.
routine.
That's powerful because observation, or like I said, you paying attention to something throws off your aura or throws off your energy field towards your own goals as well. Like the brother just said, say you're at the gym, and if you're focusing on a fat booty or somebody with some bogus shoes, or when you get into the act of observing your surroundings, again, that's I'm sorry to say it, but that's again living in your ego. Because Jadakiss said this, and I'm gonna be quoting all night. Jadakiss said this:
Let's
if you're
get it.
not God, it ain't in your actions to judge. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's so true, because judging or observing is what lowers the vibration. And that's what I kind of been working on since I became spiritual. You know, we used to always, AK in high school, see somebody, oh, them shoes beat up, bro, or them,
Hey,
go ahead, look. Man, and even in a playful way, I'm getting out of that mode, because it's like I really know the damages that it can do to your universal vibration, family. So
Mhm.
when we observe these killings, when we observe this racism that we see, but I, you know what I'm saying, again, yes, it has happened to us once or twice throughout life, but we don't see this shit on an everyday basis, bro. White
Right.
supremacy only exists in the mind and on TV, bro. I'm yet to see a white man come up to me and be like, "You a pussy ass black
Y'all
dude."
better stay away from me talking about white supremacy, please, because I'll be damned if one of these fat ass, out of shape, fucked up mental ass motherfuckers get out here and think that they're supreme over me. Somebody
Fact,
that's in the gym, somebody that's out here
fact,
working
fact.
on and
Somebody,
off the clock. Like I don't want to hear no more supremacy. These motherfuckers are supreme over you because you're mentally
fact,
weak because you don't
fact.
mentally want to change that shit, bro. Stop it. Stop that shit right
That's
now. That's
exactly what I
you
said.
like to be supreme means to think that you're somebody that you're better than somebody else, that you reign over somebody else, that you have authority over somebody else. And
Yeah,
then the argument is, well, look at the control. No, bro, fuck that. None of these people that control these banks are affecting the shit that I'm doing today. If I break my fucking neck tomorrow, what is it? White supremacy?
fact.
No,
And
it's
that's the
not.
funny thing. You the one that want money, nigga. So yes, of course you're gonna feel like the system is against you and shit, because you want the money.
And
That's
that's
what
what you
I tell
chasing,
people
bro.
all
That's what you're
the
gonna
time.
get. You're gonna get into their realm. Like,
Facts.
come on, back to what Earth God has said. Mind the business that pays you.
Facts. So again, to the initial point, youth, especially the youth, what are we gonna start doing different? That's why I hate that, you know, it's such a controversial thing about the way these artists dress today, or we getting mad that niggas want to wear super skinnies and the youth want to do crazy shit and do this. Bro, it's about changing over the generation. We're not supposed to be doing the same shit that they were doing in 1952. Or guess what? You would be a 1952 ass nigga. They'll
And be
call you
stuck and be
old.
outdated as fuck. Like you
Period.
and won't know a fucking thing because too busy trying to stick to tradition. And you know, there really is no progression in trying to stick to old ways because when that shit stops working, then you're not gonna know how to produce anything new.
Yeah.
You're gonna
And
keep trying that old shit. Then
no, I'm gonna throw this in real quick. You can't have truth and tradition in the same room. Go
ooh,
ahead.
talk to him. Talk to him. So even the just for example, the tradition of you gotta go to school, you gotta go to college, gotta get a job. What do the black parents tell y'all? Do you work or go to school?
Fact,
You stay in this house, you gonna work or go to
fact,
school. Why
fact,
why did the work always have to be go working for somebody else? What if I'm at the
fact,
crib going to school on how to start a business to learn how to work for myself? What if the work is me downstairs doing push-ups and sit-ups, so maybe I can be a fitness instructor or things like that? That's the
Right.
tradition. That's a tradition that we have to break. I'm a soon to be father. I think that's definitely something that I want to be more mindful of. We all
Yeah.
want, and it doesn't come from intent to, make you feel in prison for it. But Key said earlier a very good point. Everybody's experience is different, 100%.
Right.
But
Right.
you I would assume that as a parent you have like an obligation or a duty to make sure that your child is doing better than you. And if and they're already doing better than you by breaking the old habits and traditions. They're already doing better when they're into the shit that's outside of having to pay to go to school. Shout out to anybody that gets a scholarship. That shit is dope. You definitely work hard to do some shit like that. But you know, spending $60,000 to still get out and not really have a job,
Fact.
not really know what you want to do just because you told me that that's what I had to do. Absolutely
Fact.
not.
Fact.
Absolutely not.
Facts. And like Keith, like Earth Goddess said, those are Western rules and traditions. And Keith said they always talking
Mhm.
about get a job. How about start saying creative business? And now this is
Ooh.
because when we were younger, okay, and we all show signs of creativity or talent when we're younger, especially because as a kid, all you know how to do is do what you love. We never heard our parents say, "Yeah, keep coloring. Yeah, keep drawing." Okay, sorry, you're drawing on the walls, but that can lead to you becoming a artist that paints murals or something all over the ground, like we see. But instead, your parent like, hey, no, stop
Do
painting
not
all
say
this
it,
on the
dumb
wall.
ass.
Because again, that's programming of saying they're restricting you from being free. Just like
And that's old tradition for them. When
period.
they hear stories of, oh, you used to draw on the wall and I used to beat your ass. And so
Right.
now when they get there, it's like, oh yeah, I know when I was doing it, that shit was wrong. I
Yep.
got my ass beat. So here you
Yep.
go too.
Yep.
It got to stop. That's a way we can inspire the youth. Learn how to um learn how to be a parent without the force,
Limitation. Yeah. Limitation.
without the limit. Perfect word, without the limitations. And you know, I would
I
I would
think
say, go ahead.
what you think about this? Because I think, and this again for the youth, if you're 31 and younger right now, this needs to be our philosophy. And this is just me, again, speaking to the universe because this is what I think about.
Let's
I'm
get
not
it.
saying that this is an order. Um, what do you think about saying the true goal of life is to know that there are no goals? Now I just want us to think about that because I think when we get into, and me and God, Earth Goddess talked about this with transcending the ego and desires. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that when we get into focusing on the desire or the goal, we lose the function or the excitement of the journey towards the goal, which is the true goal, because the goal is to do the shit that you want to do, not get the end result, which could be the money, the big house from it, the you know what I'm saying, certain other things. So
Okay.
the goal is to realize that there is no goal, it's only the journey. You know what I'm saying? For me, I feel like, but that that of course that varies from goal to goal. Like nigga, of course, if you homeless, you know what I'm saying, depending
Yeah, like
nigga
if
your
if
goal
you like needed that, like, you know what I mean? What about, okay, so let's just take us. I'm, most of the people watching here are like content creators. So maybe I might be thinking too literal with it. Like if we all say, we all get on Instagram right now, post our shit, hey guys, help me reach my goal of X amount of subscribers.
Yeah.
Is there, you know what I'm saying? Like, am I taking it too literal by saying that? Or like, or let's go deeper. Like, let's say now I'm 25 and I'm like, okay, my goal is to have ABC to get my business running by 30.
Yeah.
Then on to that. So maybe not the word goal, but steps.
Yeah. Yeah.
But steps, because some you reiterate a lot is that people want to go from step 1 to step 20. And I
Fact.
think that's what makes it a goal. We chase the goal of
Yeah.
step 20
Instead of the steps.
instead of 10, instead
Talk,
of 2 through 19.
talk that shit.
For real.
Talk.
Yeah, for real.
And like he said earlier, we are the generation of instant gratification. That's why that 10K was so famous on Facebook, but not George Floyd was trending a week after. That's why
It's all out the window. I'm gonna say
you
this real
feel me?
quick. It's all gonna be out the window because now they're talking about giving us more stimulus checks and shit, bro. Like it, like the message is done. Like it's over with. We need to stop getting out here talking about, like, yeah, we individually want to see change, but
Yep,
it's not gonna happen.
exactly. I
It's not
agree.
it's not gonna happen.
I agree. I
I'm
think
sorry. I don't mean that in the negative way. I'm just telling y'all that that's the truth, because we're so unorganized and so unfocused. They throw stimulus shit at us that is, oh, okay, yeah. These police ain't out here beating our ass. It's like, okay, yeah, I take some money. Like, you know what
that's
I'm saying?
it's like, bro, we can't change the older generation. We can't change the elders anymore. I can't change the way my pops and my granddad and them think. My granddad thinks, nigga, get your, you know what I'm saying? And I like getting my hands dirty. I like working on creative projects around the house. I like trying to work on cars if I can do what I can. But
Definitely.
that's all they knew. That's the only way they knew how to feed their family, which is okay. But there's ways to feed your family now without sending them to the white man or sending them to school, without sending them to work for the white man. And that's what we need to be on as the youth. That's why my goal before I have kids is to have this business and my store and my philosophy already set in stone, my foundation already built, so that when my children get here, it's a whole curriculum to them, so that even, okay, if I do send them to a white man to learn, when they come home, I'm asking them questions and we either debunking it or we're diving deeper on it. See, that's the problem. We never in nature, we never see a lion going to a rabbit to learn how to be a lion, do we?
Or like where the rabbits be at and where to find
Period.
the most rabbits. None of that
Period.
shit.
So we have to create a youth organization now where our kids, you know, I'm focusing on the Afro community, or even just people who are willing to learn and keep an open mind, because we should always be open-minded and behave in a way that is helpful to others.
Of course,
So
definitely.
we need to try to create a criteria or a curriculum for that. Whether you're white, black, Asian, Mexican, whatever, if you're trying to keep an open mind and behave in ways that is helpful to a community, to a commune, to a co-op, to a corporation, these are all code. That's why when niggas say we need to be on code, but they got nobody, it's nobody else standing beside them or thinking exactly alike.
I'm gonna read this from Key. She said, "Not at all. Me and Earth Goddess was talking about that earlier. We can't try to change them. It's not our mission." So that made me think. Live stream is on point, by the way. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody that's been sticking in here, man. For real, send it up. Let's get it. But with this right here, is this gonna make us the old heads that we're talking about? What's gonna be the tradition after
us? And no, and see, but that's what we gonna promote though, okay? We gonna tell our kids, like, okay,
Right,
like,
facts. Yeah. Duh, we was just saying.
I think from age 0 to 18, We are we see your parents are your first teacher, so that's why you can't escape adopting some of their traditions and philosophies. You feel me? Our parents are your first teachers, so they teach you what's good and evil, and that's why I always said this. When we were younger, a parent should never tell you like you can't fly or you can't be Spider-Man or nothing. Just let you bust your head and shit until you figure it out. A man or a true human is supposed to just experiment until they either become an expert in that lane or they no longer want that lane to exist for them. That's all you're here to be, is an X. That's why the X chromosome is all that really existed. That's why learning the knowledge of the mother goddess in the X chromosome is so powerful. Because once you trust and know that you're here to exist and experience, and you know that you're gonna exit someday,
yeah,
you'll just love your journey, and you'll try to just keep learning and raising your vibration, bro. So I think us as the youth, the knowledge that we want to spill, or that I want to spill to people, is raising your vibration, bro. Because that's how they keeping us here stuck on earth. Is us paying attention to war. Is us loving money. When you die, you go into that darkness for 9 months while you're in your new mother. But some people are so attached to the ego and attached to this physical realm. Guess what? They're waiting and chose another mother to come back and reincarnate here on earth. Because you didn't spend this lifetime raising your vibration, nigga. So you're spending another 9 months getting prepared to come right back to the lowest vibration. Earth is still the lowest plane of existence, y'all. Even the ancients tell us this. These are real philosophies. Now, it may sound like spookism and occultism to everyone, but hey,
no, fuck that. That's the tradition that I'm gonna fucking change. Is all of that shit, man. Putting a name and the entity behind what's truly here for all of us, bro. You know, of course, you still got different cultures, but as far as still being the spiritual beings that we are, it don't matter if it's Jesus, Buddha, or Allah, none of that shit. Eddie Griffin, the comedian. I got a quote now. Eddie Griffin, the comedian, it said something like very important that stuck with me ever since I heard it. I think it was probably like 3 years ago. But he said, "Who cares about the messenger? Did you get the message?" So whether it's the Bible telling you to live freely and live honestly, still get the message and follow those things if that's what you meant. It don't have to be strictly because it's from the Bible or because it's from ABC, but this is real. This is real shit that's going to get us to really level up, reach the zenith. We already know about the zenith, right? So breaking these old habits and traditions and shit, and really I seen the comment in here that said like reaching out to the smart ones. Like, yeah, you already know about, yep, there you go, the haves and the have nots. It there's enough for us to have it all. But there are motherfuckers that truly choose not to, or they're too caught up in their experience and in their opinion and their emotions that they don't want to get into anything else. They're so firm on it that until it happens to them, then they change their mind. It was what I was referring to, or this what I'm referring to earlier when I was saying like people only go off of experience. Because again, with the gym thing, we have to want to experience more shit, you know. Even I think of me like I'm a very picky eater. Like, it's a lot of shit that I won't eat, but how much of this shit probably actually tastes good? How much of this shit is probably healthier for me than, some of the other shit that I'm eating? Like, Uh,
Right.
like seaweed, bro. This shit is good as fuck for you. I'm like, no, this shit stink. I don't ever want to eat that, bro. It's
Right.
one of the biggest sources of protein, bro. So like,
Exactly.
put that shit to. Then I had to experience, the health benefits of it and what it can do for your body, your skin, damn near your mind.
And
So
see, okay, and see, and I want to ask this. My bad to cut you off, but I want to ask this: How can like we always say, we got to lead by example, but how can we be more of an example to the youth that we're trying to inspire? And this is when I say, like, we got to make eating healthy, going to the gym, being warriors, looking like men, dressing nice but not being too flashy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Look trendy. We got to make that look fun, bro. Because the youth, they want to have fun right now. You know what I'm saying? And like he said, messages can come from all kinds of sources: religion, book, people. It's about what message you
of
want to
course,
take.
of course.
Then turn that message into me, or you know what I'm saying? That message becomes me.
That's the inspiration versus influence though
Yeah.
that I be getting into is because, and I'm glad you touched upon this in your most recent video, but realize and understand that when you're on the path of inspiration, realize that that's your path. It's not for you to take those same steps.
Mm-hmm.
I can be inspired, like kids that want to play ball. You can be inspired by LeBron, Kobe,
Right.
Mike, but you're not gonna go through what they went through.
Right.
That's the experience part of it. We that's I'm gonna go ahead and say this real quick, man. I'm not trying to be no certain kind of way here, but hear me out. Like, I've known you for a very long time.
Yep.
So I think this, I say all the time, you're definitely the brother that even like kicked it off. Like it's crazy how I don't even know, you got your own things that you went through that got you enlightened or made you wake up. But
Yeah.
it's almost like we went through it at the same time because we were still fresh out of this tradition, and we were all kind of like, yo, like there is no way that's
Yeah.
the template of success, is all this extra college work shit. What comes before that? What comes before going to a 4-year university or anything like that? Now, although during that experience, a lot of people say like they've learned to find themselves, they learn to love themselves and know who they really are, which is fucking awesome. But
Mhm.
you know, kind of when you did it, it was like, okay, this is something new because we hadn't never heard shit about it before.
Exactly.
So the inspiration that you gave to me, so so many other brothers, and then now we have the natives that we have now, like
Yeah. And AK, like you just said, like we didn't hear, like when did our Facebooks and stuff get filled with this type stuff? when when did Instagram
oh
and
cool. Hold on, look, hey,
oh
what
man,
Young May say, man? Fuck being humble, bro. Like
like AK, like hold on, like like when? Because I don't want to say it, family. I don't want to say that shit.
But that's why I say I don't mean it like negatively. Like I'm saying this in the most respectable manner, I guess. maybe it's just one of them things that's what it had to take for other people as well. Sometimes other people need the inspiration and influence, you know. So back to the point that I was trying to get, I was getting to facts.
Yeah.
Look at how we set the trend in school. So even though that our personalities and energies have changed like dramatically for the better, look at how the charisma is still there, or the fact that like Earth Goddess is saying we can make it look popular. Like we don't do it because it's popular, but like I think I don't know. I don't know why everybody has their own reason for getting into it. There was something about the way that it looked, maybe. Because I'm not gonna lie, there's some folks out there that put the shit out just to sound good. And you know, you get up with some of these people and it's like you know what I mean? And
where's all them quotes and shit coming from? You know what I mean? As long as you make up a quote on the spot off yourself, like, come on, bro.
even like when we used to dance and crack jokes and shit, bro. Like, especially I'm gonna use the roast and shit as the biggest example, because that was really what kicked it off when people seen that like we was firing that shit off like that, and like literally everyone to knock you dead. That was like, okay, like that kind of set the tone.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then not to mention it was unintentional as hell too. So now that we bring the new energy and the new frequency, and you bring the momentum, you got days of the week that you take out of your own time to help people. Now you know you have a crowd that follows it, even you know they try to act like they don't.
Right.
So that's why I'm glad that we
try to act like they don't outside of the natives, bro. And that's why I love the natives, because we make it known that we fuck with each other though. And you know, sometimes I get
native
that
group hard, bro. We all got some shit, man. Like,
is it too weird, bro, to be like happy for another motherfucker? Like you happy as hell that another mug striving or becoming better. Like I hate that. It's weird for that. Like I had someone tell me, someone in my family say like, stop. Every time you share somebody, it's scary. You ain't gotta say that they the best and that put all the hearts and shit. And I'm like, what? Like that's what now, like for black people, bro, it's not cool to be nice or at a higher vibration yet.
Or try some new shit, man. Like that's what kills me. Like, you know, I moved out of the Illinois area and I get to Michigan. That's more of a natural state, a lot of nature, more outdoorsy people and shit like that, man. I remember my first time camping and motherfuckers was like, bro, you know niggas don't go out and camp. You know, nigga. I'm like,
right.
What? Like, what are you talking about? Who told you that? Like, is there no force in the hood or something? Like, you know what I mean? We the only ones that laugh and get off on each other for trying something fucking new, and I don't get it.
I do.
But when it come to this same rhetoric of being slaves and being beat on this shit, everybody on board with that shit.
Listen, me and Keith finna start a series as well. On it's gonna be a whole series on how we as humans are the periodic chart, or we are the elements of life. So we are God. You know what I'm saying? And during that series, I have a lot of like we might put the Cash App on this bitch, because some of the shit that we're gonna be teaching on, like the secrets of water, fire, air, you know, making certain sounds with your mouth. Like again, bro, we don't want to vibrate higher right now. We are not in our warrior mindset, and that's why I'm trying to start this warrior class, because our ancients subconsciously and consciously did everything with the mindset or the warrior mindset of intent to kill or intent to give all, like be ready to die for it. Like
Yeah.
Nipsey said, you gotta, the marathon was about going through every emotion, and you ready to die about anything that you're going for. You're gonna go through everything trying to get to where you're going. But a true director or a true human just keeps moving, because they know it's about the journey, not the goal again. So when we talk about this series, we're gonna be throwing that in there, how we don't like to choose to do anything new. But we are doing it, just we're using it in the wrong ways. Like you hear everybody every day saying, using that M. You know, M is the only word you can say something with your mouth closed, because that's a vibratory letter. M is a letter of the universe. M can really raise your vibration. That's why when you meditate, you can hold on right now. Everybody do it right now, and I bet you'll feel your whole mouth vibrate. Everybody do it for me. You feel it. You feel it.
That's some hard shit, man.
So that's what can raise your vibration or becoming new. That can help you. You know what I'm saying? So like the brother said, we don't want to tap into nothing new. But what if the new things are old things, but they will be new to you, but if you try them, they'll help you reach that level that you want to reach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's dope. Hell yeah. Go ahead. You know, they gonna have to start paying for this shit.
We're gonna have to start paying for that. I ain't gonna lie. We gonna have to ask the motherfuckers for donations, cause
I ain't gonna lie, that's why I had the OnlyFans going. I'm like, yeah, you know, I don't give a fuck what y'all think it's gonna be. Just gonna subscribe and watch, all right? Cause
got
bro,
to.
I was gonna drop it and I was gonna, you know, $20 a subscription. Goddamn, it's gonna be videos of me doing push-ups, goddamn dumbbell curl, shit, bench, all that shit. You know, like you ain't gonna go out here and do it. You know, pay for the membership. You could pay to watch me do this shit. You feel me?
Every day, bro.
That's hard, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like the ability that you create to create for others. Like, you know, people do it by themselves too. Not saying that anybody needs you or nothing like that. I'm saying that, okay, think of it like this. Think of how you were at a party, you know, you had a kickback or something, and you like, man, I wish it was somebody here I could talk to, somebody in here I could relate to. That while you're thinking that same thing, another dude or girl is across the room thinking the same thing. Man, I wish somebody would come talk to me, you know, this and that. So what I'm saying is, like, you're one of those people that take that first step, because you know my saying
I feel like I don't sometimes. So that'd be like beautiful when another soul be like, yeah, bro. Like,
that's what the native group is, bro. That's why I respect it, because everybody is getting each other engaged.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, even if it's an article or a video, like, and you know, I'm gonna give Key her flowers right now, bro, because she does it the most. Like, it'll be something completely random, but I'll be like, let me check this out. She's not just putting this shit out just to be putting it out. Like, clearly there's something, like, cause you know, I know Key, she don't really just push it out just to be putting it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially with how hard she interprets and kind of like I really got that the most when I watched her August Alsina video, because again, like I watched it too, and
it was so natural.
Yeah, I watched the interview too, and I was waiting on that. I was waiting on somebody to talk about what the fuck else he was saying,
Yeah.
because just like she said, it was so much
Oh,
more important shit, bro. Like, and
God.
he said he was talking about exactly what the fuck happened, man, which is fucking crazy to me. Like, you
Yeah.
know, personally, I still think it was for the album, all blase blase, all this shit, but. It's not like he was saying this shit for no reason, because it's true. Like, we like that shit. We like to. That's what we were saying. We like to tear you down and make fun of you, point the finger. Oh, you ain't doing this, but look what I'm doing. Or I bet you I do this, and you talk about that, but won't. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's it's, it's great to have people that are natural, man. Like, and that's what I'm gravitating. I made a post the other day, like. I had sat and thought about like relationships I have with people and shit like that, bro. And I feel like um I don't force it, but I do all I like I'm saying, like, speaking to that one person at the party. I'm the one that's giving that effort.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I like it, I'm not gonna lie. It bothers me when it's not reciprocated, because it's like, what's your deal? Like, what's your frequency right now? Like, and these are people I know. Like, you put out this image of love one another and this and that. Then I see you try to talk to you, and you fucking weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not who you pretend to be.
Me.
I got another one. Drake say on Dreams Money Can Buy. He said, I seen
Woo.
the I seen the car you said you claim to drive. Well, shit, I
Right.
seen it. You just ain't inside.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
I see the messages and
Yeah.
falsification y'all put out here, and then I get up with you and I meet you, and then I'm
Yeah.
trying to lift that up out of you, not trying, but not for, what I'm saying, like.
Fact.
And it's not them, like. So I had to realize, like, bro, I'm not gonna force that shit. I got a group of people that keep that shit natural, like, they keep it a buck. Like, they don't agree if you know it's fucking natural and it's raw, man. Like, that's and I see it, and I'm like, bro, we need more of this. But we can't force nobody, though.
Yeah.
So I think it was she said, I do need to get better in the looks department. I do think it's important that it looks good and I look good. It attracts the youth, like July said.
Yeah. But
I,
don't
I
get
was I was gonna say, yeah, but
at the same time, you still perfect the way you are. Like that's what I be having to get in my head too, and I understand because I'm one of them men, especially being a Gemini, where like I'm doing all I can. Like, bro, like ask my lady, ask like my mom, them, like they be like, man, sit your ass down somewhere. Like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, 7 days a week, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get in that gym. I'm in that gym. I'm reading, I'm writing some, I'm talking about what I want to talk about, stuff like that. And then, they be, and I just be beating up on myself, like, but nah, man, like, and that's when I get, like my pops told me before, like, man, but you got to stop preaching to the choir. And I'm like, it's hard because sometimes the choir, like you notice at church, the choir be like, yeah, pastor, yeah, because like they the ones that they understand, they there every Sunday.
yeah.
So they dedicated, I'm not trying. I can't reach the masses, bro. And I don't think that's my goal. I think my goal is only to reach those who come in the room, bro, because I only can show people the door of truth. We can't make people walk through it though, bro.
Mhm.
And that's what I'm kind of getting to. That's why I kind of slowed down on content too, because I'm not a teacher. I'm a student that studies and then teach what I learn, or not teach but speak what I learned. So it goes back to, it goes back to the point I made in the video before, and me and you even talked about this. You do what you say you would do, and then say what you did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You do
Yeah.
what you say you were gonna do, and then you get on there and say what you did or say how it went. How that, like, that's the scientific method. We all learned that in school.
I learned it now, even talking about having a video up that this video is coming out tonight and I ain't even got the fucking video done. So now while I'm doing it, all this extra shit happens and I'm like, what the fuck? Like this only happens whenever I say that this is coming.
Yeah.
So like I'll be like, oh, build on fatherhood coming, and then I get on here to create this shit. Now the laptop broke. Now the internet want to go, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So that I think that's universal law. Yeah, facts is that you got to do it, then say that you did it. It'd be powerful. I remember
Goddess is looking good on the screens, bro.
Right. She said, I understand. Ooh.
Man.
What I met Earth Goddess through Key. I think it was the first time. It might have been one of y'all first builds on live. You know, was this back when they used to let us get on Hangouts?
Yeah, but that's how we met Key. I met Key on Insta, and then I introduced her to y'all through Hangouts.
How the hell you find like how did
I don't know, bro. Like, like I swear to God, me and Key like found each other like
that shit crazy.
It was destiny, bro, because I think I seen a live or somebody shared some shit from her, bro. And I was like, hold on, bro. This lady that had a YouTube channel for about 8 years.
Yeah, because I remember getting on the Hangouts and she was like, oh yeah, my YouTube, this, and that. And I go look and I'm like, thousands of subscribers. Like, where the hell you been? Like, what? Like, bro, who? You know what I'm saying? And then
I was so excited when we started talking to her. I remember that day like it was yesterday. And then, like you say, it was all four of us, me, you, her, and Soul. And then from there on, and then we met Earth Goddess through Key one day. I don't know how that came about.
Yeah, I just remember joining the live on YouTube, and they were doing something on there. They were doing like a feminism build and shit. Like,
yeah, perfect. Actually, that's exactly what it was. Yeah,
that's how I seen Earth Goddess, and then I was like, yeah. Then I started seeing her on your shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this is another native right here, man. Welcome to the cult. No, I'm just playing.
But y'all, we are creating a cult, though. We're going to have to make a secret society. But y'all see, look how we got it now, y'all. So any builds, y'all, like we now it's time for the Creative Native group to start, you know, diving. I can get all four of us on this bitch. You hear me? Like, so,
you too, bring the Hangouts back, please.
We're going to start establishing certain days, certain topics, like how we do now. Putting out vids. We got screen share. We finna start dissecting art. Me and AK said, like it's and hey, if we the only 5 watching, we gonna build the community on YouTube, because that's how we gonna get more like-minded people as well. Instagram and YouTube, and I gotta get back on Twitter as well, but
you don't want to do that, man.
I know, because it's gonna be hard as fuck to build the fans back up. My Twitter used to be busting when I was a rapper, though.
Oh, bro, like the Germ Mike 6ix9ine, the Neff Mike 6ix9ine, bro.
What's the names used to be busting. So it's up now. Me and Goddess got a few builds coming. Me and AK got a few builds coming, y'all. And me and Key got a whole series coming. So I'm literally just working on my notes, trying to do this, man. I'm finna actually get my LLC so that I can start, you know, just oh, and also go y'all go please subscribe to Earth Goddess TV and Key We Winning with Wellness YouTube channel, and subscribe to I'm Just Saying podcast, but also go check out Earth Goddess TV candles. I'm gonna place that order with you tomorrow, Goddess.
Oh, you
I'm
got
at,
some candles? You know I'm buying all the black on candles. Go on and send me that.
I'm gonna start selling, like stones and shit for people with spiritual messages, and I'm saying some of my actual lectures like gonna be sent with video. AK, I did receive the shirt. I'm gonna have some shirts coming your
You
way
got
as
it?
well. Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, so
Yay!
I'm gonna throw that on. Definitely
It's
promote
up.
that. I'm gonna send you some stuff, bro, and we can just keep doing it like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I, throw the money in there when it comes. But we gotta support each other, bro. That's the only how. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
everybody
I'm trying to
please
start
send
a
me
store
y'all
too.
shirt sizes, G, so I can get y'all some merch out here, man. I'm finna get all the natives blacked out. You know.
Gonna start a library too. I'm gonna start selling books and doing book reviews and stuff as well, y'all. So you know what I'm saying? Let me
That's
know
something
any
I think
book.
we could all do like as like a group too. Like
Yeah,
we
read a book, like
we
start a
read the
book
book
club
and
type.
come out
Yeah,
either if we
yeah.
go by chapter or if we want to take sometime and come in what's the fucking word.
And we gonna start every week we gonna start answering questions for the soul too. Like it's a lot, bro, and that's why I'm finna get this business started and get my website up so that I can have all y'all links. We can be doing ads on here too.
Appreciate it,
So like,
Key.
at least you know what I'm saying. We get a few. You feel me? We get a few little dollars off of it because we really be spilling important shit and people be taking it. People sure be taking that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I seen a niggas put up Wednesday Wisdom the other day. I said, damn.
Hey,
Hey,
and got
hey,
paid, got hella
hey,
endorsement. Like, how can we get you
hey,
to do this commercial? You
come
want this
on now,
commercial?
bro. Hey, and I ain't get a at. This nigga ain't at me and tag me and say thank
Man, Idris Elba done took your shit a few
you.
times. G, with
Yeah,
that Momentum Monday, bro, I was like, hey,
yeah.
like, I
Shout
thought,
out
I'm like, it's up. July, he just got the check for that shit. Like, bet.
Look, it's because I don't have nothing copyrighted, and that's on me. That's why I got to get my LLC and stuff and get my copyrights because people watching, like y'all said, people watching,
Yeah,
whether they
everybody
acknowledge
ain't
it or
lying.
not,
They looking, boy. Like,
they looking.
they
Okay,
surfing the web just like me.
we've been saying this as far as names of our old songs, certain bars.
Oh
We
yeah, I never
we
forgive
gotta
Playboy Cardi for
understand
stealing my homie got the pack, bro.
these
That shit
these
crazy.
internet people. I mean, these entertainers hire internet people to search internet all day and get ideas for music,
Was
music, clothes, all that, bro.
of course,
It's
but
the
they
whole
tell them
thing.
we're the A&R. Like no, ain't not.
So
Like when you did like when German came out, bro, and Currency did still
yeah,
stunning in the rain.
yeah, come on, man.
They don't know about them OG Semi days.
Yeah, they don't though, man. That still is the best time of my life, G.
It's up,
Yeah,
man. What they
yeah.
talking about in the
Oh,
comments? Yeah,
it's up,
we
and we
lit.
got on the live. Had our first live, an hour and 22. That's how it's supposed to be, y'all. And we gonna keep it. We gonna keep it going up. Again, make sure y'all subscribe. Matter of fact, everybody put y'all businesses in the comments, and I'm gonna put them on the screen. And we gonna end this though, bro. And so I want y'all to join us every Thursday. We're gonna get a set time, probably like 7, 8. We're gonna try to go for. We were a little late tonight, but we're gonna get a schedule. This is the first test run of Thursday Theories with Creative Knowledge Live and Black Association. I got my brother AK Abdul Jabbar from the
That's right,
Just
man. I'm gonna start giving y'all the website link too. I'm also like looking to see where I can just have like my own shit and just do my own thing from it without the middleman. But right when you starting off and shit like that, man, you can outsource a lot of that shit anyway. So you
Facts.
know, yeah, BLAK Association dot storeenvy.com. Y'all can go in there, get y'all some merch. I got these t-shirts, the one I got on right now. I got them coming in different colors as well. So those will be on the site. Um, you know, I got some stuff going out for the free right now so my people can wear it. and y'all are people that truly bring large amounts of knowledge. That's the slogan. That's the acronym. Bringing large amounts of knowledge. So, shout out my brother Soul, man. Always much love to that brother. I know he out there killing it, out there outworking their asses. He telling they, yeah, come on, G, like KVA shit, like let's get it. We gonna hit these 3 more miles.
But nah, hell yeah, man. I wish I could talk to bro, but I already know bro represent. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, he holding it down for the men. G, he telling them about good semen retention. Like this ain't shit for me.
Ah, shit. Oh. But yeah, man, this was beautiful though, bro. I definitely appreciate this, man. I definitely appreciate you for coming on. Y'all make sure y'all follow my Instagram at Creative Knowledge. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel at Creative Knowledge TV. Press that like button, man. Get up in here and press that like button, y'all. I know y'all ain't gonna watch the whole stream yet, but watch when it start getting deeper. This was just the first conversation to break the barrier. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Me and bro really don't just be wanting to lose y'all. Like y'all see how because when you get in that zone and you learn so much info, bro. Listen, secrets are only secrets because certain people can't understand them. So when you can't understand some of the things we say, that's because it's ancient. It's damn near. You know what I'm saying? It's some crazy shit. You feel me?
Facts.
but crazy is cool. You feel me? So
But they give you that damn textbook. Okay, yeah.
facts,
Give you that
facts,
test. Oh, I know this now.
facts. So yeah, man, definitely, man. Much peace to y'all, man. Keep being peace minded. Keep being amazing. I love y'all, man, and thanks for tuning in. Creative Knowledge Live, Black Association, Veteran Lives Around Knowledge, creating from what you know. On Folks Them Gray.